I don't think you all are fully grasping what it means for Black women as a whole.
I like everything this creator said. Please go back and listen. I also want to say this as well. It's not that we only are not doing that anymore. We can't afford to do that anymore. By not getting the Harris Walz presidency, we have to look out for ourselves and our family. And anybody who knows anything about survival is I can't advocate for you if I'm not in a position of survival or success. If I'm not to the point where my family is stabilized, I can't help your family because now my family is at risk. And I'm not going to allow myself to be harmed at the expense of saving you. I'm not going to let something happen to my kid at the expense of saving your kid. And by not having that presidency in place, my child is now at risk. My spouse is now at risk. I am at risk. My parents are at risk. My siblings are at risk. And so for everybody that says, well, we don't want a Black female presidency, or Black people are choosing to vote for a Black woman instead of not voting at all in case of Palestine, it was much bigger than that. And unfortunately, some people, if you don't know and you ain't figured out how bad it's going to be, you will know after this 4 years. They have the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the court system, or the Supreme Court. They have it all. They had sweeps in the local and state governments. There was a red wave, not just on the federal level, but the state and local level. So by this red wave taking place, and you're like, aha, at least we don't have Kamala Harris, we now have to watch our own families. I am not in a place of security where I can watch out for you and my people too. And I choose my kid and my family first, and then my community. And so my community comes first. And we've got to restabilize our own community before we can even think about helping someone else. That's what this presidency meant. And so, yes, we're going to be resting and recharging, but we also got to make sure we're now secure, courtesy of what took place.